It's Music Therapy Laz here again. I'll get these glasses on so I can see. I'm doing the third part of a three-part VEDA thing because I missed three VEDAs, or two VEDAs, so I'm doing three in one day. So this is the 30th day of April. VEDA is vlog every day in April. And instead of doing something musical, I've been so busy the last couple days, I haven't had time to put something together musically that I wanted to do. So I'd rather do it nicely than kind of half-assed, if you know what I mean. So I did this, some of the work that I did this window shade for my mom's customer, and I am at the completed stage pretty much here. I do have a rod in here, so there's this metal rod that I picked up. I'll show you guys that. Kind of aluminum metal rod, just to give it some weight at the bottom here, and some even stiffness at the bottom. And it just kind of hangs right here in the fold at the bottom of the shade, like so. I'll go ahead and lift this up so you guys can see what I mean. I have it in a locked off position, so hopefully it stays even. It is. And there's the shade all pulled up, and I have it set up here. It's got these little dog ear ends to cover where the mechanisming is, and normally I'd have it hanging down a little bit more than that so it's kind of even here. But I'm just doing this right now so that I can transport it. And the very last thing I need to do is to attach this little tassel thing at the bottom here, pull or whatever you want to call it. So I like to braid these. I've seen people like just do knots at certain points. I think that doesn't look as nice. So I braid them like this, like you would braid hair, I guess. And you know, put it through that hole, tie a knot, and you're done. Cut it off. And of course the length of this can be adjusted depending on how you want it. And it kind of helps that the strands are not all the exact same length, so you can put them through one by one like this, a lot easier. So it's good that they're not exactly all the same length. You don't want to cut them off at the exact same length, because then it'll be hard to stuff them through here all at once, right? It's easier to get them one at a time like this. There we go. One little finicky one there. One kind of being difficult. Where is it? Which one is it? To pull that little funny loop out, right? So yeah, obviously this kind of stuff takes a lot of patience. Something I have maybe too much of sometimes, I think. Maybe overly patient. I can wait too long. Like getting the studio up and running, right? I don't need more of a sense of urgency so I can get things done more in a timely way. Not that I don't when I have to, like, you know, obviously when I have work I gotta get done, I get it done, and I can get it done in a timely way. I'm gonna need a pin or something to poke this through. And what I'm gonna do is use a little drill bit. It's handy right in front of me here. Not that it's the right thing to use. Maybe the awl would have been better. Okay, I've got almost all of them pulled through. There's a couple here that are being... I'm going to grab that little awl. Here it is. Comes in handy for this kind of thing. And sometimes you have to drill this hole out a little bit wider, but I think it's fine. And it looks like I can just stuff the strings in there. Oh, it's that one that just doesn't want to stick with me here. Really exciting video content here, right guys? Okay, I got that one. This other one. No, it's not cooperating. It's not cooperating. I'm going to try to stuff it through the middle here. And part of it is that it's fraying out now. So I'm going to chop the end off there, chop the end off there. And it should give me a cleaner end. It should not get caught up in there as easily, right? If I put it through the middle of the other ones and I pull those ones through, it should follow through with it, right? There we go, got that one. That one finicky one. There it is, got it. So now there's just one more right here. Being a pain. Shoving it in there. There it goes. It's kind of going. Not exactly. I'm gonna keep shoving it in. There we go. I got it. Ha. So now, you know, you want it to be even, so you even that out. Pull that through like that. You got that nice looking braid. So much better than if it wasn't braided. I'm sure I'll show you guys a close-up. Right? Braided like that. So they didn't request a particular length of this here. So I'm just going to tighten it. Make a knot. Simple knot is all you need. Usually like to get it up close to where the braid's at, so when you pull it back through, it looks good, right? These is kind of being finicky. There it is, I got it. Got it, nice knot. Cut the end off because of course it's going to slip up inside that little tassel. And there you go, right? A little bit is hanging out, but that's fine. Throw away this material that we don't need. And there's your finished shade, right? So make sure it stays in that lock position. So I'm gonna let it down just so you guys see what it looks like. But pretty simple to make something like this. So if I let this down, I'm gonna have to get help to pull it back up. I've got a weight rod on the bottom end of it over here. So that's giving it some weight, so I can pull it to some degree. I can pull on it, but it's hard to keep pulling on it and locking it in position and doing it evenly. Difficult to do, but I'm doing it a little bit at a time, like that. Normally when it's, you know, anchored to the wall, of course it's gonna, there we go, we got it locked now. So there we go. Got those little dog ear things on the ends, but they'll hang properly once it's in that normal position, which would be about 9 inches hanging down. So there we go, and that's a window shade that I made. I'm going to deliver it to my mom, and her decorator will pick it up, or however they're setting all that up, right? So that's it. And I was also working on some things called lambrequins, and I might do a more complete do-it-yourself video of how to make a shade from the very get-go. Oops. Because it would be kind of cool to show you guys how you can make like an acoustically treated shade, right? So for now though, VEDA number 28 on day 30, part 3 of the VEDA here for the window shade thing. I'm gonna put these in order so that number 3 is last, in the playlist, if you know what I mean. So even though normally I would have uploaded number 1 for day 30, I'm going to do it so I'm uploading this one first, so that in the playlist will end up, 28, 29, 30, because how you load them into YouTube is going to be like when they go up. So I'm going to do it like that. And if you guys have any questions about this, it's not a musical thing, but yeah, some people enjoy these do-it-yourself or these little fabrication videos. I hope you enjoyed it. And I enjoyed making it to some degree. It's kind of calming work, it's handy work or whatever, and it's fun to do. Some people like soldering guitars and stuff like that, and at some point I'll be soldering some parts into some guitars too when I get some that I feel I need to change up things on. I think I might change up the pickups in this. So this is my blacktop Strat here. So I might change these up because they sound fairly good, but I thought it would be cool to try some new pickups in there. So what I thought about getting is getting some Pete Thorn ones. So maybe in the neck for sure. Oh, I gotta change the strings obviously. In the neck for sure, and maybe something else in the bridge, I'm not sure, but the Pete Thorn set sounds to me like, just from hearing him play and the overall, the way those are set up, listening to Pete talk with John Suhr of Suhr Guitars. I believe I can buy those pickups as a set, and I'm wondering if I can buy it already put together on a pick guard. That would be killer. So if I can do that, I'll do that. That'll be a future thing. And then, I've got the Harley Benton here, the HP 42 Signature, and it's got these Roswell pickups in it, but I might want to change those up to something better too. Might even change out the bridge. I don't know. The bridge seems pretty good though, but yeah, I might put something like Graphtec or just take that up a notch. And this is another guitar that I'm thinking about changing pickups in. So I might do, a better neck pickup in there, better middle pickup, and it's not your standard telly, so this is a kind of Nashville style, right? And maybe do something a little better down here. So that would be another one. I won't change out these, and I won't change out those because they sound great in there. And then these have these, lower level TV Jones. They're not TV Jones, but they're, these that style of Gretsch pickup. But I might want to get some good ones, some TV Jones ones in there and in here. But that's my cousin's guitar now, so maybe he can change them if he wants to. And then this has this cool stop tail piece. This one has the Bigsby, but the licensed Bigsby. I don't know if there's that much of a difference between the licensed Bigsby versus the actual, Bigsby. And I've always wondered what would happen if you strung this the other way. You went that way in instead of wrap around. It's already going under and around that. Does it really need to go all the way around all this stuff? Maybe. But that's something I gotta research a little bit. Anyway, Music Therapy Laz, VEDA number 3 out of this set of 3. VEDA, actually number 28 of 30. And yeah, we're almost done with VEDA, right? Later today, we're going to be doing the Music Therapy Thursdays with Roxy. Woo! See you guys then. Don't forget, the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. And sometimes you got to use your brain to make these things, to make the sound better in your room. So when you're playing, it feels better. I don't know if that made sense. But anyway, until next time, you guys, Music Therapy Laz out. See you hopefully at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Livermore, California. Laters.